Jesus asked Peter 3 times, "Do you love me?" We can ask, well, why not 7 times? Then will be meaning of that will be that this is the fullness of his question. That if Peter answered, "Yes, I love you" 7 times, will be once for all, and he will be done with such difficult question. My theory is that Jesus asked him 3 times not only because Peter denied Jesus 3 times, but because this question is not only for that evening for Peter, it's for every day. This question doesn't expire. And it is a very important question, because Jesus didn't ask Peter, "Peter, will you be obedient to me more? Or will you respect me more? Or will you finally listen to me?" No, he asked him, "Do you love me?" God asked Peter about love because God doesn't want us neither to be only obedient to Him and respect Him and fear Him without loving Him. He's not a tyrant who needs it. He wants our love. He wants relation with us because He is love, and He wants us to be part of this love. And as we can see in many scenes from the Gospel, that Jesus was most touched by people who really loved Him and who showed Him their love, like the woman who washed His feet with her tears and they dried with her hair. Church is built upon the rock, upon the Peter who confessed his faith in Jesus, but who is not a perfect man. He is full of weaknesses, flaws, mistakes, and regrets. He is not a perfect. And Paul, very similar. Well, he was one of the most learned scholars of that time, scholars in the Scripture. And he didn't recognize that Scriptures teaches about Jesus who will come. Now, what a terrible mistake to miss the biggest point of the Scripture till Jesus revealed Himself to him and told him that, "Why do you persecute me, Paul?" And for the rest of his life, Paul will have, and he will share it with us, that God let him struggle with his stain in his life, something very humbling him. He doesn't let it go from his life. It looks like church wants us to see it more, that the Holy Mother of Church, the church who we are together, is not built upon perfect people, those whom we can watch in the movie theater. No. First of all, because perfect people don't need God, because they think that they are perfect. And second, because God doesn't really need us to be perfect, ideal. He wants us to love Him. This is all what He needs. And this is all what we need. So maybe it's time also to ask ourselves, first of all, do I love Jesus? Do I really love Him? And do I treat Him like a person whom I love? Do I spend time with Him? Do I know Him? Do I listen to Him? Do I try to listen to Him and understand His place in my life? And second is, like Peter and Paul, do I, despite my weaknesses, imperfections, flaws, do I do everything I can do in the church to build the church with others? Or maybe I let it do for those who I think are more perfect than me, who are more talents. And Jesus showed us, no, don't try to be perfect. Don't wait for the moments when you have everything working well in your life. Start now being part of the church, being active member of this body. Don't wait for better moments because they may not come. This is what we have now. It is good time to ask ourselves those questions. Do I really love Jesus? Do I really know Him? Like Peter and Paul? And do I give myself really to Jesus and to His holy church? Or do I let others who I think are more perfect do it? Let us ask St. Peter and Paul for intercession, that their example may help us to see more how we can be in more ways helping build the holy body of the church.